little update on the little baby chicks. They were, if you remember last, in my conservatory where they were sharing the heat with the seedlings, the seeds that I was trying to germinate. Well, then they discovered that they could fly up on top of the freezers and get to the seedlings that had actually germinated, and they started to munch away on them. I didn't lose too many, luckily, before I noticed. So we decided it was best if we graduated them to the hen house. Now, as you know, they're way too small to go in with the main hens. This is where the main hens live, in here, and this is their rooster. But the chicks cannot come in here because they couldn't defend themselves if they decided to. Sorry, just checking for eggs. They're a little bit slow on the eggs at the moment, which is a shame, just where you need them most. So rather than sacrifice them to the big chickens, the best thing to do was to make them their own space. So on this side, if I move back far enough, on this side we've got basically the same area as on the other chicken side, but I've been using it for my gardening stuff, for my seedlings, for my compost, for basically storage. And so what I've done is I've partitioned off inside, and they might freak a little when I open the door, but basically this is their area now. So they have this side up to this plastic bit here. I've still got this bit over here for storage. They're not trying to jump this at the moment. They're quite happy on this side. I've got their food and their water up on here, which they can get up to easily enough. It keeps it out of the hemp bedding so that they don't swamp the water or cover the feed with the hemp. So then, obviously I've got a few things being stored in here, but they don't mind sharing that. And I've currently got a dog crate for them for their sort of nighttime coop to keep them warm, because we're outside now and they've been used to being indoors with heating. So of an evening I wrap them up nice and warm in there. So they like it in here. They've been getting used to it. Somebody wants to get to some of the worms. Would you like some worms, guys? They are just experiencing greenery for the first time. I'm just going to have to shut this door because it looks like someone's thinking about coming out. Yes. Robin, are you watching us? I'll just push that door too. I need to put a catch on the inside of that door because I haven't got a catch on the inside. So that's Phil. He's just climbed up there. The easy way is up this way, Phil. But I'm not surprised you're taking the hard way. Fancy a bit of a drink? Lavender's having the last of that. I think that's cauliflower leaf. I'll get them some fresh ones in a minute. Have Goldilocks, and Robin's up there as well. And Pingu, or Maggie. And Millie, who is now going to have to be renamed because Millie's a girl's name, and we have all discovered that Millie is actually a boy now. But hopefully he will father a lot of lovely looking chicks in the future. Goldilocks, so you can yourself a nice little preen. There are 3 that were meant to be gold partridge, and I'm not convinced they're going to be gold partridge. Maybe they will be. Maybe they lose their whites. I've never grown them before, raised them before, so I don't know. But she is slightly different from the other 2. She has got a golden head, and less of the darker feathers. So I've nicknamed her Goldilocks. But they did have 3 sister names. But look at that. They want their worms. Hold on, let me get their worms for them. There we go. They've got some worms now. They like their worms. They're settling in quite nicely. I've given them a low roost in case they fancy a roost. They will peck on plastic. Do your chickens do that? Or chicks do that? all the things to peck on. I put loads of things in the ground. So I put some of their feed in the ground and a little bit of grit in the ground and the worms in the ground. So they've got stuff to scratch around and get onto. And they peck the plastic bags, or they peck the plastic here. Strange little creatures. I have to note that Phil's feathering has improved considerably since he's come out here. Phil was always half bald. He never really had much of a coat of feathers. We didn't quite know whether he was going to make it at times, but we didn't know whether he was being picked on, and that's why he was lacking feathers. But Draco can be a bit of a bully, the one that's pecking at the camera right now. But since they've come out here, which has only been the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 days, Phil's feathers have definitely filled out, and he's not looking so bald anymore. So, for any of you that don't know who Phil is, he's the white one with the lack of feathers. Which you really can't see very much now because he's just got a couple of bits on his shoulder that he's missing. So this one here, this one here is Phil. See his bald patches on the back? That one's Draco, and Draco's a bit of a bully. You can see that Phil's still missing a few of his feathers, but he's doing a lot better. So I'm now going to need to have a different way of telling them apart, because within a couple of days they are going to look very similar. His feathers are still all wonky. Phil's feathers were always wonky. They always stuck out at the wrong angles. He's a bit smaller. His attitude is completely different. He is much more placid. Whereas if I was to put my hand in now, he would be fine. Draco would come and decide to peck me. Whereas Robin in the back there, he's one of the other boys, and his nature is absolutely gorgeous. He's a silver partridge. And then Millie, who I thought was a girl, he's just stunning and he's just adorable. Look at them, crazy birds. Time to say goodbye, everybody. Yes, we know you guys like the camera. Lavender's in a world of her own. Right. So, I am going to sign off now. There's your update on the chicks. They're all doing really well.